Moses joining me for a first look at sports. It was a bittersweet victory for the Lloydminster Bobcats last night at the Civic Centre.
Yeah, no kidding. A great game too, but you know, they took on the Sherwood Park Crusaders, looking to come out with 2 points. It just so happened that they would lose a pair of players in the process. We'll tell you more about that coming up. Now, late in the first, Cats cough up the puck in their own zone. Nicholas Jones, Deshaun McTavish, crew up 1-0. Now, to the second we go. Tough shift for Ben Sawa of the Crew. Lyndon Springer's shot goes up the shaft of his stick and hits him in the chiclets. He go in for some repairs. Now, moments later, Bryce Woodward and Marshall McDonald get tangled up in an innocent-looking play. Woodward will go into the boards head first. He would stay down for several minutes. Tanner Dunkel was just out of your screen, and Patrick Geary there, they take exception. Geary dropping the mitts with Nicholas Jones. Both guys getting game misconducts, both more on Geary's issue in a moment here. Good news, Woodward would be able to walk off the ice, did not return. Lower body injury is what they're telling us. Just 18 seconds after that, though, Bobcats, odd man rush, Braden Crone, Eric Therrien, it's good, 1 apiece. We're tied. Several minutes later, off the faceoff, Ryan Swear. Hey, guess what? We've just now made it 2-1. However, the Crew's netminder, Tommy Nixon, not happy. The net, an issue as the post wouldn't stay on its moorings. Now it's 3-1 in the third. Bobcats salt this one away. Matt Scramble in front, and Swear gets his second on the night. How about that? Bobcats win by a score of 4-1. Of course, we just mentioned Swear with a pair of goals. Devin Green making 17 saves in the win. Now, also mention here, remember when I said they would lose a pair of players? Well, we did mention Woodward would leave. You saw that. But Patrick Geary was suspended by the league today for 1 game after getting involved in that secondary fight. Matt Schumont has more coming up here from the Bobcats' victory.
After falling behind 1-0 after 20 minutes, the Bobcats put that slow start behind them, scoring 2 goals in the second and 2 more in the third, handing the Sherwood Park Crusaders their 9th straight loss.
We had a slow start tonight, and we're a team that's got to find a way that we're mentally ready to play. And when it gets onto the ice, that falls back into the guys' hands. And we talked about that before the game. We certainly talked about it at the end of the first period. And I think it was a wake-up call.
We need to buy into our systems more, start hitting, and that got us going. So we kind of woke up there, and that got us going. So that was nice.
Bryce Woodward left Wednesday's game with a lower body injury after slamming hard into the boards. Head coach Gary Van Herwey says he doesn't expect to be any major damage, but will have a better idea on what Woodward's status is after he gets reevaluated.
He went in the wall hard, and he's a guy that competes hard, and we'll deal with it tomorrow once we get a little bit of information on what we're dealing with.
The Bobcats now have 8 days off before they embark a 3-game road trip that starts in Olds. And with such a lengthy time off, the Border City bunch will be taking a team trip to North Dakota to take in some college hockey.
It'll be great hanging out with the family, as I see them every day, and it'll be lots of fun just taking some time off hockey for the weekend, and they're regrouping and recharging, and then come back hard for the second half of the season.
Matt Schumont, Newcap Sports.
Meanwhile, the Bonneville Pontiacs were on the road taking on the red-hot Spruce Grove Saints. The Saints win comfortably 7-1. Their winning streak extends to 16 games. Jackson Dudley scoring the lone goal for the Pontiacs. The Lakeland Rustlers women's volleyball team take the court this weekend after a weekend off, ready to face their toughest opponent yet.
It gave us a week to regroup. I feel better, like my body feels like rested and rejuvenated.
Working towards our bye weekend is always something that the girls look forward to, and as long as they earn it, it's something that they can go ahead and enjoy.
They certainly did. The Lakeland Rustlers are 5-0, coming off a bye week, which couldn't have come at a better time as they get ready to face the Briarcrest College Clippers, who are arguably their biggest test on the season.
The teams we've played, they've been okay. They've had strengths and weaknesses. This team's going to be a little bit more steady. They're going to have a little bit more strength. They're a veteran team, so they're going to know what they're doing.
The Clippers boast 2 of the top 5 players in aces, which includes right side hitter Ellie Wendell. So discipline and adjustments on the fly will be something the Rustlers will key on.
If they serve tough and we're going to be out of system a lot of the game, we're going to have to be able to make good choices when we're out of system, and so we're working on that stuff as well.
Because it is a spin serve that we're going to try and play more of a defense around it. We've been working a lot on serve receive and working on angles and cutting the ball back and stuff, and so I think with like the float serves, we just have to be focused.
The Rustlers know the right side will be the focus on offense with Wendell, but To be successful, the Green and Gold must play a complete game.
She's going to get her kills, she's going to get her points, and so just letting those go and moving on to the next point and making sure that we focus on our side to side out.
We got some big swingers on our side. We got Briana Carlyon and Ashley Lang, and if they do their job and everyone else comes together as a team, we'll be fine.
The ladies' first game of a back-to-back is this Friday at 6 o'clock, followed by an afternoon matchup on Saturday at 1.
All right, two-sport athletes have become common these days. On this week's Superstar Next Door, Matt Schumont introduces us to a wrestler that's playing both on the soccer pitch and the basketball court.
Growing up with two older sisters, Briana Carlyon always had competition that even traveled to different countries.
I remember being in Mexico and getting beat by my sisters on the basketball court when I was only in grade 4. It's a competitive sport, and it really just pushes you on the court, and then it gives you something to look forward to in school.
As for finding an idol, she didn't have to look far to find inspiration.
My dad's definitely, he was my high school basketball coach, so he has a bit of a bias, but he was pretty good at making sure he supported me either way, that I would have chosen basketball or volleyball, or if I just chose soccer.
Playing soccer for the Rustlers, Briana also jumped on the women's basketball team. Head coach Chris King says she has been a welcome addition.
Really active kid, talks a lot, very physical, very strong kid from the country, and just brings a lot of energy when she's around the gym. We're very excited to have her in our program, and hopefully in the next couple of years she can develop in our program and hopefully move on to CIS.
And although she is in her rookie season, Briana has set out some big goals she would like to accomplish as a Rustler.
I hope to be a leader on this team next year. I'm hoping on coming back here, and then if I'm successful this year and successful again next year, I hope to be ACAC Player of the Year.
Matt Schumont, Newcap Sports.